Okay, so what I've done here is I've taken the balance theory and I've kind of tailored it, taken a little bit different route. Mine is called the good guy, bad guy bandwagon theory, and that'll make more sense than saying it. But the main idea of this theory is to show that based on the relation between your audience and the person on the balance triangle, is that whatever relation that you have between the audience and the person, the relation between the audience and the ideas or views, which would be on the other point of the triangle, is going to follow the same. And these ideas or views are the ideas and views of the person that you're having that positive or negative association with. In determining, I guess, so to speak, who's the good guy or bad guy, obviously the good guy is going to be the person you have the positive association with, bad guy the negative association with. From the standpoint of the person, this kind of, especially in politics, this will show how, sell yourself first. I mean, it was even seen with Hitler that he was a good speaker. People liked him. They didn't really have any idea. They basically just bought into the rest of his ideas and views. They didn't know that he was going to be, responsible for the Holocaust. But anyways, so that as that person, if you sell yourself first, the idea is that everything else, the rest will follow. People will jump onto the bandwagon. Well, how do you determine this, positive or negative association? As the audience, what happens is we kind of make this association based off of more shallow or surface typed traits, or it could be basic morals and stuff, or it's more the I like you because you're like me. That can be one of the reasons why. So, but once we get this connection, the main idea here is that now this same one, we're going to take this is where the social judgment theory and elaboration likelihood model come into play. We're going to take a peripheral route from the audience to the ideas and views. And we'll pick up our anchor and we'll lose the latitude of rejection or acceptance, depending on if it's positive or negative. So that now it's kind of like, well, we really like this person for these couple reasons and everything else is okay. May not have been for it before, but now, well, we can, well, it's okay because basically we like them. And I guess the best description or the best example of this right now is with everything going on with the presidential race. Let's say if you have a Republican running, and I think this is in really all ages. A lot of times people, whether they're raised Democrat or Republican, they think that they should vote for whatever they're raised. And sometimes the morals and your different values may line up with that. However, what I see or a trend that I've noticed is that a lot of times people will, and it doesn't even have to be with politics, just people in general. You may notice this person, it may be the presidential candidate, so they're Republican, you're Republican, well now you're all in favor for them, and maybe they're young, you're young, and they're Republican, well that's two factors, now you're all in for them. And that's without even looking into the deeper views or ideas. Well, where this theory comes into play is basically saying once you've made that positive connection with them more on a shallow basis, you're now saying, well, any ideas or deeper values, I'm going to not really take a deep look into them, take a peripheral route, more look at it, and I'm going to have a positive connection with it as well. So you may not have been for some of the things that they're proposing before, but after you've made that positive association with them, now you're saying, well, I'll pick up that latitude of kind of rejection and move it, or I'll move my anchor just to where I can, at least fit in whatever ideas or views that they may have. So that's kind of the big idea.